Hi, English students. This is Miss Newman. As you guys know from my email from last week, I am quarantined for COVID, so we will not be meeting this Tuesday. And originally, we were going to discuss Hamlet, and I was going to help you get started on your essays and give you the essay topics, but that isn't going to happen. So the topics are saved on my office computer, of course, and this laptop that I'm using doesn't even have Microsoft Word. So I'm actually going to have you guys just do open topic for this Hamlet essay, which will make it easier for you, honestly, because I had a few very specific topics in mind, but they are not on this laptop. So also, I'm going to shorten the length of the essay since we won't have time in class today or for Tuesday to work on it together. Instead of an 800-word essay, you can have between 500 and 800 words for this essay because we won't be able to work on it as closely together. I won't be able to provide you the amount of guidance I normally would like to. I'm going to shorten the essay for you so that it is an easier assignment. So it is open topic, but it does have to focus on Hamlet. There's a lot of different characters that you can analyze in the play. There's events that you could focus on, themes. Revenge is an obvious theme. Love, between both familial love, like Hamlet's love for his father, Ophelia and Hamlet's romantic love, love for siblings. Ophelia and Laertes have a brother-sister love. So there's a lot of different themes. Ambition, there's a lot of folks that want the crown of Denmark. Prince Hamlet, obviously, but Claudius is willing to do anything to be king of Denmark, so far as even killing his brother. And so, I mean, there's a lot of different themes you could focus on. There's symbols within the play. For symbolism, there's obviously the skull itself. Skulls always symbolize death, and then this one even goes beyond to talk about when he's holding the skull, he philosophizes about immortality and how we can't ever be immortal, so we all end up dead and we all end up in the state as the skull. Poor Yorick. And so Julius Caesar died, Alexander the Great died, so even the greatest historical figures all end up the same as everyone else. It's just a skull in the grave. And then there's also the crown itself that symbolizes ambition, wanting to become king. And then Ophelia's flowers. Flowers typically symbolize love, but Ophelia's flowers also symbolize death as well, because we put flowers on the grave. And when she commits suicide in the Weeping Brook, when she drowns, she's surrounded by flowers. I don't know if you guys caught in that description Gertrude gives. She covered herself in a wreath of flowers and then died drowning, which you can also kill plants by drowning. So she's kind of unified with the flowers in that way. When she had lost her mind, she sings about flowers and how she would lay flowers on her father's grave. So for her symbolism is definitely linked to flowers. And there's a lot of other symbols. The poison itself, there's poison all over this play. We've got the poison-tipped sword, the poison that's poured into King Hamlet's ear to kill him by his brother Claudius. We've got the poison that's in the cup that was the plan B if the poison sword had not killed Hamlet. I mean, there's just poison throughout the play. And so poison is symbolic of things not being as they seem. A sword isn't just a sword. A drink isn't just a drink. Even a nap in the garden can become deadly. And really the court of Denmark is not what it seems. It seems like it's this beautiful, lovely place to live. And as Hamlet says, it's actually a prison. And so there's a ton of symbols within the play, but I would say themes, symbols, specific characters. Those are some really good topic ideas. If you have kind of your own creative idea for a topic and you aren't sure if it's a good direction, you can always email me as well. I'm checking Blackboard regularly, even though I'm not in the office. Luckily, Wallace has provided me with a laptop at my home, so I'm able to check emails and that sort of thing. So feel free to email me topic ideas if none of these are really speaking to you, or if you have questions about the play that might help you direct your topic. As always, it's MLA formatted for this paper, and it's only between 500 words and 800 words, which is actually closer to the length of an English 101 essay versus the 102. But this one, we won't have time to do a rough draft. We're going to just have to do the final draft for it. And then also not having time to work with you guys in the computer lab like I had hoped. We're going to do a shorter essay, but you won't need a works cited page for it. Originally, I had a works cited entry on the topic sheet, but like I said, that topic sheet saved in my office, so I don't have access to that right now. But you don't have to worry about a citation. There's no outside research needed for it. It's just your opinions about Hamlet and the characters within Hamlet. So please let me know if you have any questions. Luckily with COVID, I haven't had any really intense side effects. It feels more like a sinus infection. So I'm gonna try my best to be as present as I can, but unfortunately I'm not allowed to go onto campus for obvious reasons. And but I'm thinking this last week we'll be back into the computer lab because I've got the final exam is just a 10-question multiple choice test in Blackboard, and it's going to focus on the literature that we've covered. So it'll have some questions on Hamlet, some questions on the poems, and some questions on that one short story we covered, The Birthmark. And so the questions are very basic. It's as simple as knowing the author, the title, some of the major ideas within the story. It could be that there's a quote pulled from it, but it's a quote that's usually, it's pretty obvious where the quote came from, but it'll say, where does this quote come from? And so it's one of those things that you shouldn't fret too much about for the final exam, but I will get to see you guys not this Tuesday, but the last Tuesday for class. Will be in the computer lab for that final exam. That's also the day that your final draft will be due for the Hamlet essay by midnight in Blackboard, just like how we've turned in all the other final drafts. But remember, this one won't have a rough draft. There's no peer review. And so try to work on it steadily so that you're not having to do it Monday at midnight, so that you're not frantically doing it last minute. Look back on your other essays and see my feedback and your peer reviewers' feedback, because there's a really good chance that you've made similar mistakes in your Hamlet essay. That's what's called patterns of error. And so that way you'll know for sure that you are turning in a final draft instead of a really rough draft with errors. But I'm going to take into account as I grade the Hamlet essays that I did not get the time I wanted to spend with you guys in the computer lab or to help you choose topics and that sort of thing. And like I said, you can send me emails and that sort of thing, but it's still not the same as having time with me in class. So I do apologize. I did get COVID for one of my best friends, and I had no idea she had it. I even got the vaccination. She had the vaccination, and we both got COVID. So just watch out. It's one of those things, I'm not sure if I had the Delta variant or which one I got, but it is very passable. I barely spent just a few minutes with her, and that's how I got it. So, but not to scare you or anything, just try to stay safe out there and try to stay healthy and finish this semester well. And then I'll see you guys the last Tuesday. Thank goodness I'll be able to say bye to you, because I hate that we're finishing up the semester remotely, but luckily we'll still have next Tuesday in the computer lab. And feel free to send me any questions about Hamlet, the essay, finishing up the semester, the final exam, anything whatsoever. I'm here to answer those questions for you. And I hope you stay healthy and happy. Bye.